talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Oh, good move. And just shutting him off there. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Here's Pierce on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Got his man. That's Davis. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Again, it's Pacheco. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end and those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, They were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Tua going to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Taking it about the 16. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Give left side for Pierce. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Another carry for Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Here's Tua. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They do get 6, but they've still got some work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here again.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mahomes now on first down. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete to Tony. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Devin Duvernay, a 14-yard touchdown. Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it's 21-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa, a screen to Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime.
Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On play action, it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
2nd and 14.
And again, it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. Tua now on 1st down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there's just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a 1st down.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rolling to his right.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Here's Pacheco once again.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kyron Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For a graduate of the Naval Academy, back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll look to throw again. That's complete. It's Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They're going to look to throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Back to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs,
they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get